Hello again. So we are returning to my favorite Italian plane as of yet, the Breda Ba65 A80. And yeah, I kinda see why it was used so extensively by the Regia Aeronautica from 1937 to 1942, when all of I guess by that date all of Ba65s made were just knocked out of action. It's very versatile, but my favorite era is the second half of World War II. It is way more interesting, I already said that, than modern planes, when you just you get a missile warning, you launch flares and just pray that the missile doesn't hit you, then you launch your own missile and pray that it hits the enemy, and sometimes you cannot even see the enemy who launched the missile that killed you. On the other hand, when we speak about the interwar era aircraft from 1930s, they are kind of harder to fly because they have those, old engines without the fuel injection system. I mean, they have carburetor instead of injection system, and as a result, when you get negative overloads, negative G, the fuel stops being fed to the engine, and essentially your engine turns off. It jams, and after you return to horizontal flight, it takes around a minute to bring your engine back to action, and during that minute you can you lose a lot of speed, and you might get easily shut down. So it requires specific tactics to avoid negative overloads, so that your engine doesn't turn off unexpectedly. So in that battle I have managed to bring down 4 enemies, and after getting my engine knocked out, I had set off for a suicide mission to bomb enemy base. I knew that with red engine I could barely reach my base if I decided to fly back for a repair, but I had chosen to bomb enemy base because I wasn't sure that I'm going to reach my airfield in time, and I wanted to get as many points as possible. Also, I had got that nice colonial camouflage. Yeah, Italians used to control Libya, and Libya, a part of Somali that is now there is a self-proclaimed Republic of Somaliland here. It used to be Italian Somalia, an Italian colony, and Italians also used to control Ethiopia for a brief time because they had defeated the Ethiopians by 1937, but there was guerrilla warfare against Italians, and when essentially Italians never controlled Ethiopia completely, like they did in Italian Somalia and Libya. So yeah, I don't know why the colonial camouflage is darker than standard one, because it is supposed, I guess, to make aircraft less visible over sand. I guess if we are talking about Libya, it is essentially where we, except for the coast, it is a desert country. But in Ethiopia, the landscape is a bit more diverse. There is a desert in Ethiopia, in the region, in the border region between Ethiopia and Somalia. It has a name, but I can't recall it, to be honest. Basically, and but the heart of Ethiopia is mountainous. So yeah. Now I'm going to drop the bombs and crash. So thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and please talk more about the authoritarian tendencies in Ukraine, because our government is turning more and more right wing. And I fear that we might be already almost on the same level as Russia when regarding homophobia and transphobia, for example, or misogyny. But I don't want our country to turn into a second Iran. So yeah, it's quite possible there are people who actually talk about doing something like Islamic Revolution, which was carried out by Khamenei in Iran in the 1970s. So yeah, I don't want a conservative. I'm not going to live under a hyper conservative government. Anyway, I will be forced to immigrate if people like Karczynski or Bilecki come to power. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe. See you later.